Welcome back, guys, and in this tutorial we'll be looking at if statements. So what are if statements? Well, basically if statements are when you're checking whether something matches with something else. So it's a condition. It's basically you checking for something. Again, we need to go into command new. Okay, so we can create a basic question. So question one, so input, we're using the inputs. There we go. So we have a question, and now this is where we can check if it's right or wrong using if statements. So if statements usually have a layout. They have the if at the top, else if, and all of those conditions in the middle, and then an else at the very bottom. So here we can start off with the if. If question, so question one is double equal to, and then Tim Cook, then. Okay, so there's a lot of new things here. So if is the statement, if the input, so if this variable is definitely equal to Tim Cook, so the double equals is basically for checking if something matches with something else. The single equals is for assigning a value to something. That's the difference. If the input for question one is Tim Cook, then we wanted to do the following piece of code. So we can just print out correct answer. There we go. We can also do an else. So else, we can just print out it's a wrong answer. Okay, so we can save this as if statements. There we go. And then we can run it. Okay, so here we have who's the CEO of Apple Inc. If we type in Tim Cook, we get the correct answer. And if we run it again and type in something different, there we go, then we get the wrong answer. So that's basic if statements. Now we do have another one, else if, so we can cover that as well just right here. So give some space. Okay, so basically in Python you don't have else if, so you type in elif. That's their syntax. Elif question one double equals to Steve Jobs. We can accept it. Print. We can print acceptable. There we go. And now we can save this and then run. Oh, there we go. So if we type in Steve Jobs, then it says acceptable. That's if statements. Now there is something called nested if statements. So if something is right, then we can have another condition within that condition. So if it is Tim Cook, if we can have a different input here, var equal to 2. This is just a random input. If var matches with 2, then we wanted to print bingo. We can just say nested if worked. So that's the nested if. Save and run. If we type in Tim Cook and correct answer, bingo, nested if worked. Because we said if variable, if var matches with 2, which it does, then go ahead and do this. So if we change this to like a different number, let's just do 1, and we type in Tim Cook, it will just do nothing because we haven't stated it to anything. We could do an else here. Else print var is not 2. So it doesn't match 2. We have Tim Cook. Var is not 2 because we said if it's 1, then go ahead and do this piece of code. Var is not 2. So that's nested ifs and if statements. So that's how easy they are. So that's the end of this tutorial, guys, and I will see you in the next one.